When did my daughter become the hero no one asked for? My 9-year-old daughter Lyra made sure we'd never receive another party invitation again. I was in the middle of a work meeting when my phone lit up with 5 missed calls. Mrs. Valentine was sending me voicemail after voicemail. Your daughter just destroyed my daughter's birthday party. She blew up her cake in front of 15 children. Come get her now, and know that you are no longer welcome at any event where my family is present. I abandoned my presentation and drove 20 minutes to the Valentine estate, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. Lyra had begged to go to this party for weeks since Octavia was the girl everyone wanted to be friends with, the one whose birthday parties came with custom invitations and gift bags worth more than I spent on groceries. So how had things gone so wrong so quickly? When I pulled up to their gated community, parents were streaming out of the house, clutching their children's hands and shooting me looks that ranged from disgust to pity. I found Lyra sitting on the marble steps outside, her purple party dress covered in what looked like vanilla frosting and rainbow sprinkles. Something had clearly gone very wrong. Lyra, what happened? I asked, sitting down beside her. She looked up at me and said, Mrs. Valentine knows what she did. Then the woman herself appeared in the doorway, her perfectly styled blonde hair now disheveled. She asked me, are you going to pay for it? Pay for what? I replied, still trying to figure out what happened. Your child destroyed my daughter's $300 custom birthday cake. She grabbed it with her bare hands, threw pieces of it at my walls, and smeared frosting across my Italian marble. Other parents had now gathered behind her, murmuring their outrage. I recognized the Santoris, the Washingtons, even the O'Brien family with little Honey, who was only 6. Mrs. Santori was already mentioning calling the school counselor about Lyra's violent tendencies. This was assault on our property, Mrs. Valentine continued. My husband is a lawyer. We'll be sending you a bill, and I'd suggest you don't fight it. Lyra, you need to explain why you did this, I said quietly, aware but wary of our audience. Lyra stood up, brushed the sprinkles off her dress, and faced Mrs. Valentine. Tell them about the frosting. Mrs. Valentine's face flickered with something that resembled fear before she quickly recovered. What frosting? I heard you in the kitchen, Lyra said, her voice steady. You were laughing with your friend about the peanut oil you put in the frosting. Several parents gasped all at once. Mrs. O'Brien, Honey's mother, pushed forward and asked, did you say peanut oil? Lyra continued, everyone knows Honey had a peanut allergy, but Mrs. Valentine said she was going to prove it was fake, that Honey was only being dramatic. Oh my God, is this actually true? Someone whispered. Mrs. O'Brien's hands were shaking now. She said when nothing happened to Honey, she'd expose her mom as one of those hysterical helicopter parents who makes up allergies for attention. The crowd erupted in horrified murmurs. I tried to stop you privately, Lyra continued, her voice getting louder. I pulled you aside and whispered that Honey could die if she ate the cake, but you just laughed at me and said I was being silly and dramatic, and that I should mind my own business. Mrs. Valentine rolled her eyes, incredibly. Oh please, a tiny bit of oil never hurt anyone. These allergy parents are all, Katie has a deadly peanut allergy, Lyra screamed. She could have died. One bite could have ended her. Mrs. O'Brien suddenly walked up to Mrs. Valentine. She raised her hand in the air and brought it down so hard that the slap echoed across the marble entryway. Mrs. Valentine held her reddening cheek, still being defiant. This is assault. You all saw that. And what you did was attempted murder, Mrs. O'Brien said. You're believing this lying child over me? There's no proof. We'll have proof soon enough. She grabbed her phone and started calling 911. That's when Mrs. Valentine's face went white and she began backtracking. Wait, there's no need to call the police and be all dramatic. But it was too late. The police arrived within 15 minutes and found the peanut oil bottle in the kitchen trash with Mrs. Valentine's fingerprints all over it, proving what Lyra had said was true. Honey and her mother called Lyra a hero as we all watched Valentine get arrested and put into the back of the police car. Although she just ended up paying everyone off and her circle banned me and Lyra from any future birthday parties.